Hi and a very good morning to all of you. Today we'll be doing something very important, that is multiplication and square roots, right? Now multiplication is one of those topics which we use almost in our daily lives, in our daily student life I would say, and yet we take a lot of time to solve these types of questions, right? So today I'll be teaching you a few techniques of Vedic mathematics, how to solve quickly 2-digit and 3-digit multiplication, right? So quickly let's get on with it. So first of all, if I take two-digit numbers, for example 23 into 32, right? Now your traditional method would say me that first I multiply 2 with 23, right? Then I multiply 3 with 23 and I add them both. But now how we'll proceed in this Vedic method is that first we will multiply like this, right? First our multiplication will be like this. 3 2s are how much? 6, right? So we will write it down. Then we will do a cross multiplication and addition, which is, sorry just a minute, which will be like this. So it means that 2 into 2 plus we will add 3 into 3. Now 2 plus 2 4 and 3 into 3 9. 4 plus 9 will give me 13. Now very important thing. While doing this type of multiplication, we will always write the units digit and all the remaining digits, in this case tens digit, will come as a carry forward, or I will abbreviate it as CF, right? Now we'll end our method the way we started it, by again a linear multiplication. 2 into 3, again it will give me 6. But I have to add this 1 which was carry forward. So adding this 1, it gives me 7, right? So I got my answer as 736, which means that the proceedings of this were like this. In 3 steps I finished my 2-digit multiplication, and you can very well see that my answer came in just 1 line. Otherwise it would have come in 3 lines. You very well know that, right? I hope it is clear, or if not, I will do one more question for this type, right? Now, moving on with another a little bit difficult type of question. Our order will always remain the same. Now, if I write 76 into 89, again, going by this method, 6 into 9 are 54. 5 is what? My carry forward. 7 9s are 63, 8 6 are 48. How much it will give me? 3 plus 8, 11, 6 and 4, 10, plus 1, 1 1, 111, plus 5. It will give me 116, right? Again, I will write only the units digit, and this will be my CF. Again, I will do my this step. 7 8s are how much? 56 plus 11, it will give me how much? 67. So this is my final answer. Look how easy was this method. I just followed this given pattern, right? I hope it is clear. Now I'll be giving you 3 questions based upon this method, and what you can do is that you can leave your answer in my comments below, but be sure, be honest, do with only this method, right? The more you practice it, the more you will catch hold of it, and more it will be beneficial for you, right? So you can take any random numbers. For example, you can multiply 79 into 84, right? 99 into 83. These are all random numbers. I am not giving any specific type of questions to you. Or you can multiply them by let us say 33. Okay, you can solve these 3 questions. Now we move on meanwhile to our 3-digit multiplication. So I am taking a 3-digit number here. You can very well pause the video if you haven't have written it down, right? Now in 3-digit multiplication, almost all our steps will be same, but there will be addition of only one more step, which I will be telling you, right? First of all, what we did, like this, right? 3 into 1, 3. Okay. Then what we did? Cross multiplication. 1 into 2 plus 3 into 2. How much it will give me? 2 plus 6 will give me 8 plus this 3 will give me, sorry, right now I will not be adding this 8. Sorry, slip of tongue. Right, now comes my new step, which will be this step. Right, now this will be my new step. What it means? 2 into 2 plus 3 into 3 plus 1 into 1. 2 into 2, 4 plus 9, 13 plus 1 will give you 14. Again we will write the units digit and the 1 will get as a CF. Right? Again we will finish it the way we started it. 3 2s are 6 plus 2 1s are 2. So 6 plus 2 will give me 8 plus 1, this carry forward will give me how much? 9. And 1 into 3 will give me how much? 3. Right? So this is my final answer. There was only addition of one step more. Rest all the steps were same, which you have already done it. Right? I will be doing one more question based upon this. You can pause the video and understand at any time you feel like. Now, for example, I take 9, 20, 6, right, and let me take okay, 8, 20, 4. Right? I have taken any random 3-digit numbers. Now I'll be doing it in a short way, which means I will not be writing detailed steps of these, right? I'll be only applying this method simply. 6 4s are how much? 24. 4 and 2 is my CF. 2 4s are 8. 6 2s are 12. 8 plus 12 will give me 20 plus 2 is 22. Now again this 2 is my carry forward. Now comes my this new step. 4 9s are 36, 2 into 2, 4, 6 into 8, 48, right? Plus this 2 carry forward. 8 plus 2 will give me 10, plus 10 will give me 20, right? 3 plus 4, 7, plus 2 carry forward will give me 90. Again I will write the units digit and 9 will be my carry forward, right? Now we will end our multiplication the way we started it, right? 2 9s are how much? 18 plus 2 8s are 16, right? 6 and 8 will give me 14. 1 plus 1 2 plus 1 carry forward 3 plus this 9 our actual carry forward, right? It will give me 6 plus 3 43. Again I will write 3 and the 4 will be my carry forward. Now 9 8s are how much? 72. 72 plus 4 will give me 76. Right? Now look, in one line our answer came. Again, you know the traditional method. First multiply 4 by these 3, then multiply 2 by these 3, then 8 by 9 to 6, and adding up all those 3 linear terms. Right? I hope it is clear. Right? Now again I'll be giving you 3 random questions, which you can leave your answer in the comment. For example, you can multiply 999 by 888. Then you can multiply say 863 into 421. Then you can multiply 743 into 568. Right? So with this we end our 2-digit and 3-digit multiplication. I hope these patterns are clear. This was our 3-digit multiplication pattern and our 2-digit multiplication pattern was this, right? So there was only addition of one step. I hope it is clear. Thank you. So now we'll be continuing with our further lecture, that is square and cube roots, right? Now First of all, for finding the square root of any given number, right, I sincerely hope that you know all the squares up till 20, right? It is very essential. If not 20, at least 10. It is not a hard thing to learn, right? Now, first of all, I'll be telling you few one and two or two properties of square root, then we will proceed. First of all, we need to know that a perfect square can't end in 2, 3, 7 and 8, right? It can't end in these digits, right? Second property is that it can't have odd number of zeros. These two properties will not be followed by any number which is a perfect square, right? Now, any 2-digit or 3-digit number, I hope you can very well find the perfect square by the multiplication method I already taught you. Now, what we will do is I will teach you how to find the square of those numbers which end in 5, right? It will be such probably a 10 or 30 second method, right? Now, first of all, you all know 5 square is how much? 25. 15 square is 225. Then 25 square will be 625. 35 square will be how much? 1225. 45 square will be how much? 2025. Right. Now you all must be thinking how I calculated these so fast, or whether I have mugged them up or not, right? Well, the answer is no, I have not mugged them up. I have learned the technique and I will teach you that. Now, what is the technique? The square of 5 is always what? 25. So numbers which are ending in 5, their squares will be having 25 at the end, which you can very well see. Numbers which are ending in 5, right, their squares will be having 25 at the end, because 5 square is 25. Now, if we talk about 15, what is the number preceding 5? 1. And what is coming here is 2. Now, if I take 1 and multiply it by the consecutive number, what consecutive means? Which comes immediately after 2, right? If I multiply 1 by 2, I get 2 and I simply write it, right? What is the consecutive number after 2? 3. 2 3s are 6, right? 3 4s are 12, 4 5s are 20. Now, if I ask you the cube of 105 square, now some people will be using 3-digit multiplication technique or their traditional ways, but I'll simply by this technique, I'll write 25 at the end. Then I'll multiply 10 with the next digit. 10 into 11, 110 will be my answer, right? Now, I taught you this technique because it will be used further to find the square roots of numbers, which I'll be teaching you, right? Now, how it will be useful is that if I talk about a number 676, okay, which two numbers, please listen very carefully, which two numbers if I multiply with each other will give me 6 at end, right? I will say it again. Which two numbers if I multiply them with each other will give me 6 at end? It can be either 4 into 4 or it can be 6 into 6. In both the cases I am getting a 6 at the end, right? So which means that the root of 676 will be having either 4 or 6 as the units digit. Okay, fine. Now, proceeding further, it will be always a rule of thumb that moving towards the left of the digit, you will leave moving towards the left of the number, you will be leaving one digit, which is 7 in this. Now, we will focus on 6. Again, listen very carefully. square of which number is equal to or nearest to 6? That is square of 2, 4 is nearest or equal to 6. So I will write 2 here. Now I have found out two possibilities of square roots of 676, that it can be either 24 or 26. Now I will be using my reference point, right? My reference point 25 square, 625. This number is way more than 625 and 26 is more than 25. So 26 will be my root of 676, right? Now I'll be making you familiar with this method by doing one question more. Now if I talk about the root of 1024, right? While finding out the square root, there will be always two possibilities. Now which two numbers, if I multiply them with each other, will give me 4 at the end? It can be either 2, because 2 into 2 4, or 8, because 8 into 8 64, right? Now moving towards the left of the digit, again I will be leaving one digit and all the remaining digits I will be taking into consideration. Now square of which number is equal to or nearest to 10? That is 3 square. How much? 9. So the square root of 1024 will be either 32 or 38. Again I will be using my reference point 35 square. I will be found it to be how much? 1225. 1024 is very much less than 1225 and 32 is less than 35, right? So 32 will be our answer. Now I will be again, as my tradition has been, I will be giving you few quick questions for practice. You can find out of 3136 under root, right? Then you can take 7744. Then you can take, this is a bit longer, right? So these three answers you can leave in the comment below. Now moving on with the cube roots. So moving on with the cube roots, we all know that unlike square root, cube roots have no such property, right? That they can't end in 2, 3, 7, 8. They can end in any of those digits from 0 to 9. And they can have either odd number of 0 or even number of 0. But I sincerely hope that before proceeding with cube roots, you must all be knowing cubes of numbers from 1 to 10 at least. That is the minimum requirement, right? If not, I am writing them for you. 6 cube, 216, 7 cube, 343, 8 cube, 512, 9 cube, 729, and 10 cube is how much? 1000, right? Now if I ask you 100 cube, how much it will be? 100, 00, and 00. So you can very well see the difference in number of zeros, odd and even. And one thing, just for the sake of learning it, you should be knowing that 27 square is equivalent to 9 cube is equivalent to 7 to 9, right? Now we come to our actual questions. Now let me take one number, 2197. Again, it should be a perfect cube. Now listen very carefully. Which number, if I multiply with itself 3 times, right? In square root it was 2 times, but in cube root will be 3 times. Which number, if I multiply with itself 3 times, give me 7 at end? That is only and only one number, 3 cube 27. So its root will be having 3 as my units digit, right? Now moving towards the left, in square roots we left how much? 1 digit. Here we will be leaving 2 digits and talking about the remaining digit. Which numbers or which digit's cube is nearest to 2 or equivalent to 2, that is only 1 cube. So 13 is my final answer, right? Such a simple method. Now, if I talk about another question, 6, 8, 5, 9. Which number when multiplied by itself 3 times give me 9 at the end? That is 9 cube. Right? Moving towards the left, I leave 2 digits. Which digit's cube is immediately or nearest to 6? 1. Right? Final question. A little lengthy. 3, 5, 9, 3, 7. Again, 7, 7. So it must be having 3 as a units digit. Moving towards the left, I leave 2 digit and talk about 35. Which numbers or which digits cube is immediately less than 35? That is only 3. Right? So unlike square roots, these have no possibility. So you can very well and easily calculate their values. Again, as our tradition goes, I'll be giving you 3 questions for practice. They are a little bit lengthy, but if you have watched my lecture thoroughly, you will be able to solve them. 592704 and the last one is 753571. Right? So this was my end of multiplication and cube and square roots. I hope you enjoyed my lecture. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.